A very good afternoon to everybody. It is Saturday the 29th of August 2020 and it is about 1:30 in the afternoon. Tony of the bread basket has saved me. The town itself, the promenade, the seafront absolutely packed, so I'm able to make my introduction to my video for the morning from here above Tony's bread basket. I must thank everybody for watching my videos. Thank you awfully to every single one of you who watches my videos, and I want to thank in a very big way everybody who has helped me produce a video this last week. I've had fantastic help. I'm really keeping my fingers and toes crossed that this one goes down well. We have visits, special visits, views and everything in this one. So I'm going to start the video now with again all my thanks sent to all the viewers and everybody who has helped me produce, as said, this video which you're about to watch. Thank you, please enjoy, bye bye. It is a lovely Monday morning on this 24th of August, so I've got to make hay while the sun shines. So I'm just going to show you again where Adam is going to set up his workshop and showroom. It's right next door to the West Coast Rock Cafe. As you know, Adam was the main joiner in that new restaurant there. So this is where Adam is going to have his showroom. We can go inside. We have an invite for Adam to always look round. As you can see, he's moved in a small part of what he will have to. He's going to make this into his showroom and workplace. And he's told me to mention that if you would like to come in and see him, he'd be thrilled to speak to anybody who wants anything done in the joinery line. Lovely cabinets he makes, he makes anything that you want. And I hope you can have a look at that nice bar that he done next door in the West Coast Rock Cafe. So here's a quick visit into Adam's new showroom and workplace. So that starts us off nicely on this cracking Monday. Now our next visit this morning is to that model railway shop in Coronation Street. There's the junction there, and there's Andy's Corner Cafe, then the Treasure House, and then the very, very brand new shop of the model railways. Now there is a young man in there who will introduce himself and tell you all that you need to know about this shop.
Hi, my name's Patrick and I have just started a business with my friend next door, Bernie, at the Treasure House. We've just started this business here, which is Corky Collectibles, named Corky after an old cat I had called Corky the cat. I'm a train buff, an amateur, a very big amateur. My thing really is die-cast. I collect Matchbox, Corgi, Dinky. I have done for 30 years. And in the past I've done toy fairs and things like that. So so we decided to move into a small shop to try and help Blackpool kickstart itself, and this is obviously on Coronation Street, and as I say, it's Corky Collectibles. We specialise in vintage railway, so not so much the brand new stuff. So vintage collectible railway, Hornby 00, some of the German stuff, Lima, Yoef Fleischmann, obviously, and people like that. And also, as I said, Matchbox, Corgi, Dinky, and the such, and a few of the more modern collectibles, which are sort of the stylized Corgi. Well, I say they're modern now. That most of those are 25 years old. Yeah, so that's who I am. That's what the shop is. We've put a couple of layouts in. So this is my test layout, put together just to test the locomotives, and it's quite a basic layout, something for me to play with and fiddle around with and try and learn how to make points work electrically and the such. It's just a couple of loops, that's all. So we have an inner loop and then the outer loop. There we go, you see, it's performing to the camera. So what we'll do is a little nudge, hopefully, and then I'll derail it, so don't worry. I'll take that one off at the moment, and that one's going a little bit too fast, so we'll rack him down, try and make it a bit more realistic. So yeah, so the first wardrobe error of the day. And this is the second layout, which is a bit more of a complex layout. I might stress that I'm not responsible for any of this. These were purchased pre-built. I had a friend, a new contact to us, a chap called Ron, who is, shall we say, the railway engineer to the stars. He's he deals with the likes of Pete Waterman and Rod Stewart and people like that. Turned out he was a friend of a friend, and has been in the railway business for many years, and he came in to help us get all the wiring working on this, to get the lights working. You can't really see the lights, unfortunately, because it's obviously very light in here. And what we intend to do with this one is I'm going to be building up the diorama. There's lots more bits to go on to here, so hopefully we keep our fingers crossed, and this one will go that way and this one will go that way. It's quite a steep gradient at the back, so that was one of the reasons that one of the things I'm going to have to look at to modify it slightly. It's okay for the small locos to go up there, possibly towing a couple of small trucks, but for the bigger locos it's a little bit too steep. But it's a nice layout. So there we go again. This again another performance error. True railway format. Just give them a nudge. So there we go. So
thank you very much indeed. Now I'd just like to show all the viewers over here some of your actual trains here. Hornby 00, and over here
the two boxes there, they're French. The two there are French Hornby, and they're nice boxes. They're nice sets. I tend to buy for a combination of I like the artwork, but also I'm a great fan. I'm afraid I love steam engines, but I am more of a sort of a diesel electric fan. Probably something. I spent many years as a child going to Platform 3 up at South Shore, so obviously that got me going, and then consequently, unfortunately, Blackpool seems to have lost its model shops, hence why we're trying here.
Well, Blackpool welcomes you in a big way, and thank you very much for your time, and I wish you every success, and I can assure you again, at the cost of repeating myself, Blackpool welcome you very, very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. It's just this side of about 11 o'clock in the morning on the Thursday, and I believe that I have a window now to go around some of our builds. We start off at the Premier Inn at the rear, and what is happening here is that they are taking down some of the scaffolding and the boarding. And you will notice the blue hoist up there, and that's being filled up as we view this with scaffolding and all the boarding. In this clip now, we are able to see the blue hoist make its journey down from the roof to ground floor level. It contains an awful amount of scaffold and all the boarding. This has worked ever so well here at this site, this blue hoist. Ever so well. There we are, it's reached ground level now. And what happens now is the boards are loaded on to the scaffold company's lorry. There go the boards there. And here we are, some more arrived, there's lots to come yet. So that's our visit today to the Premier Inn, where we have seen some scaffolding and some of the boards all being removed. The Premier Inn at the rear. The rear of the Metropole Hotel. And we're going to pay a visit to the Crazy Golf. We have visited here a good few times in the past. I'd like to point out that the areas of plain earth have all been turned over. As you can see, very, very nice job. The shrubbery all around the golf, all around the Crazy Golf, unfortunately, has shot up. This is due to the weather. Some hot days and then you get wet days, and the shrubs have responded to that. They've grown up very, very quickly. However, they were chopped down earlier, so the same will have to be done again. Well, my regards to the street angels and Blackpool homeless who are looking after this Crazy Golf. All the very best to them. Just needs to be painted now. All the best to you. Bye-bye. Just to show you where we are, the rear of the Blackpool Tower, and our invitation is to here. This is the Comedy Club of Blackpool. I received a lovely invitation to visit here. I was very, very surprised at what's inside, and I really hope this goes down well. They're lovely people in here responsible for this, the Comedy Club of Blackpool.
Hello and welcome to the Comedy Station Comedy Club, Blackpool's only purpose-built comedy venue. This is the home of Blackpool comedy. We have as our resident host Ryan Gleeson, who is the Mr. Blackpool, if you so wish. This has been open for just over a year, and in that year we have become #1 on TripAdvisor, not only in Blackpool, the whole of Lancashire, for the best thing to do on a night out. We have a fully stocked bar at competitive prices. At the present moment, it is only available if you pre-booked. You cannot turn up the door and gain entry. We have various acts on every week, from top names to up-and-coming comedians. So come on down and have a laugh on us.
Thank you, Christian.
No problem.
There is a flight of stairs to walk down, and then a further very small section of stairs, and then we will find ourselves in the actual comedy club. Now, I think it's safe to say that you may be surprised with what is in here. I certainly was, and it's a great pleasure and thrill for myself to be able to show this. Inside now, the Comedy Club. Now the first thing you see is this impressive actual bar. All the drinks there at the back, with lovely pumps on the bar itself, which is, I quickly add, very, very impressive. We will now enter the actual entertainment area here, and as I said previous to entering, I think you may well be surprised. Please have a look at this. Seating at the back, turning round very, very slowly, seating at the front of this stage. Everything is spotlessly clean. Every seat cleaned every week. And the stage, lovely. Just take you up to see the spotlights, which obviously they're not on now, as I'm filming this when the Comedy Club is of course closed. Now, all the controls from this panel here for the stage, etc. Now, I have just been told that as of from September, this club will also open on the Thursday and the Sunday. So at the moment, it's Friday and Saturday, but as of from Sunday, not Sunday, as of from September, it will open Thursday, Friday, Saturday and the Sunday. I am very, very surprised at what is inside this comedy club. One thing that I will show you that I missed first of all, the toilets. The toilets for both females and males are superb. I always think that's important. Spotless, that's the word. Everything in here is spotless and very, very impressive indeed. So all I've got to do now is to find the member of staff that kindly let me in to make this scheduled video, and I do hope that you have enjoyed this visit to Blackpool's Comedy Club.
This is where the museum is, right at the end of the North Pier, and this opens up officially on Saturday the 29th of August. Thanks to Jamie, we can view this on the Thursday the 27th.
Well, everybody, we are privileged here because we are inside now the museum, the Joe Longthorne Museum on the end of the pier, the North Pier of Blackpool. Jamie has very kindly allowed myself this preview. This museum is due to open this coming Saturday, and as said, I am honoured, really am, to be allowed to make this video within the museum. Absolutely superb. There's so much here to show. We're going to walk to the end of the museum here. And there's a picture of Joe there, sitting on the North Pier. And I'd like to show you first of all the gold discs. All the gold discs on the wall. And now the famous piano. And further gold discs all on the wall there. I'd like to take you up nearly to the ceiling and show you all the wonderful words from other entertainers. There's an interesting one there, Tyson Fury. And on the wall you will see all these magnificent photographs, all in beautiful frames. There's a nice one there. Master of the University. This one here you may find interesting. Two gentlemen here, Richie and Ronnie Cray. Yes, Joe met these as well. It's a nice coloured one here. They're all coloured. This is a very nice one. Roy Walker. And this one here is from the city of Perth. Just going to show you the lovely red carpet that has been laid. And a full-size picture here of the man himself, Joe. Little coffee bar here, and you can enter the actual bar itself from the museum. But all I can do is to thank Jamie very, very much indeed for this. All I can do is to suggest to everybody to come and see this, because this probably hasn't done it justice. A superb museum. Nothing left out and nothing spared. A credit to Jamie. If I may, I'll just take you to see this. Maybe Jamie will like to see this as well. This is actually Joe's and Jamie's marriage certificate from the year 2018. There we are, a picture of them together. Joe and Jamie. And I think this is how I would like to end this wonderful preview to this museum.
A very good morning to everybody. Well, I must tell you, last night I had a dream. It took me right the way back to the days of the Wild West. Most strange, and strangely enough, this has stayed with me upon my arrival into Blackpool this morning. Oh, look in front, some donkeys. Oh, I wonder if that's part of the dream. It could be. Oh, and I've just walked up on the promenade and there's more donkeys. Very strange this is. Most strange and rare to see this. This is the central pier. We have an invite here. And our invite is to hear the Old Time Portrait Studio. A lovely manageress in here. We have viewed this in the past. We're inside now, this portrait studio. And again, it's themed to some sort of days of the Wild West. Oh, look at this, look, closed for hanging. Oh my dear, oh my goodness. Leave your guns here. Hats, cowboy hats. Well, I wonder if this is part of this dream that I had. There must be something going on. There's got to be. I've never been like this. What a wonderful portrait studio. As said, we have seen it in the past, and I thank the manageress very much for letting us have a look round this morning. Oh, look, there's some money there. A fine selection of ladies' hats. Exactly what a lady would wear in the days of the Wild West. And there's some lovely pictures here. Lovely photos. All the visitors to Blackpool having their pictures taken. All that remains is for myself to thank the manageress of the Old Time Portrait Studio for this lovely visit this morning. Thank you indeed. Thank you very, very much. The memories of my dream last night. are still with me. On crossing the road, we are met with this lovely white horse and the carriage. The Wild West related again. The Sands Venue Resort Hotel is next on our list, and this is the front of it. Oh, please hang on, I've just received a written message. Oh, this will explain everything. This will explain all about what happened to myself last night, the dream. Oh, of course. It's the opening here of the Wild West actual diner. That's what's happened. The Wild West diner opens up in 1 hour's time at 1 p.m. this afternoon. This is what's happened. I've had a preview of this via a dream. The Wild West diner open 1 o'clock today in the Sands Venue Resort Hotel. Yes, you are looking at the first lettering to appear on this bill. I feel much better now. I'm over that dream now. The inside is superb. When you visit this, it will take you right the way back to the Wild West. Enjoy this venue. It is very good. Careful of the sheriff and the jail. With the removal of some more of the scaffolding being taken away from the side elevation, I can show you the clock. Conforms with the rest of the build, the 1930s.
The top of Topping Street. The Winter Gardens, just 50 yards on the left-hand side, and across the road we see the hair and beauty shop of Jilly Bob's. Now upstairs there's something very exciting happening. However, there's still 2 or 3 weeks work to be done, and then we will have a look at what's going on upstairs. Let's let that bus pass. So we can now continue our walk along Topping Street. The reason we're going down here is it is our weekly visit to the new bar in progress of the Cask and Tap. Just passing Alfie's now. That's a gentleman's hairdressers. Across the road we can see the very well established shop of Tower Fisheries. While we're making progress towards this Cask and Tap, I'd just like to mention the wonderful work that has been done along Topping Street and the roads that lead off it. Glorious new pavement areas, wonderful new road surface, seating and other things as well. A really marvellous job that has been created. And across the road we see Champs and the estate agent's racetrack. Now, as you know, this is where we're going now. We're going to this Cask and Tap. It's a real ale bar. So in we go. There we are inside now, and I am sure you will notice rapid improvement from our last visit here last week, which was shown on last week's video. I'm going to take you straight away to the bar. Please have a look at this. Very, very nice indeed. Very impressive. Not finished, but however, you can see what it will be like. And they've been kind enough as well. When I was walking down the road to meet them, they've installed this one pump here. They were telling me they've got to have it finished this side of the end of next week because they're having the cellar fitted out, and apparently they've got to have the bar area done so as it's ready for the cellar people to move in. There's the new fire alarm and the burglar alarm there on the wall. Lovely electric switches all around this bar here. Now there is an upstairs, however at the moment that's a no-go area. They haven't touched that yet, so they're concentrating fully on the ground floor so as they can prepare it, receive the cellar people, and then open this up, this cask and tap, hopefully this time the end of next month. But it takes as long as it does. All these jobs that we see, they take as long as they do. You just cannot say it's going to be finished then or there. So much can change or alter, you might be let down. So it's ready when it's ready. They're doing a wonderful job. Some good craftsmen here. Right, I've just got to call out to them to thank them for allowing myself to visit them, and we'll see them next week.